everybody, it's time for ClickSeminars.LIVE again. This is the third session of the series. Going to be going all week here, June 6th through June 12th, 2020. Okay. I'm sorry, you probably didn't hear that because we had a little microphone difficulty here. But anyway, let me redo that intro because you probably didn't hear. Okay. Raymond, I need you to mute your mute your computer because I'm hearing the sound of my voice echoing. So make sure you turn the... Okay.
I muted my computer.
Okay, good. Well, I'm sorry, folks. This is the type of things that can happen when you're going live. Okay. All right. All right, Raymond. I'm going to say your intro again here. Raymond Aaron is a New York Times top 10 best-selling author. And he is the author of 140 best-selling books, including Branding Small Business for Dummies, Double Your Income Doing What You Love, Chicken Soup for the Canadian Soul, and the author of New York Times best-selling Chicken Soup for the Parent Soul. And if you're fortunate enough to get one of his programs, at any rate, he will transfer your life. So I'm going to leave, Raymond, and give it to you to start your presentation.
I have been teaching my wisdom around the world to people like you to dramatically increase your income for 37 years. And I'm going to start with a little video so that you can enjoy my presentation right from the beginning. Now, the sound may not be perfect, but just enjoy it anyways.
Thousands of people from all over the world have come to know success and personal fulfillment on a grand scale, thanks to the teachings and dedication of this man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Raymond Aaron!
Exciting and motivating audiences everywhere into action with his unique insight and life-changing strategies. He has helped many people from many different walks of life take conscious control of their lives, enabling them to double or even quadruple their income doing what they love.
When you're doing what you love, your light shines so brightly that other people are attracted to you.
He's Raymond Aaron, a New York Times best-selling author. He has been listed in the Who's Who for nearly 2 decades and has appeared on numerous radio and television programs during that time, sharing his vision and his wisdom. Raymond's success can be attributed to the many years of collected wisdom from various mentors and associates, as well as his own life-tested techniques. Techniques that have helped hundreds of thousands achieve their dreams. Techniques he himself uses in his daily life.
He models what he teaches. He's done it, he models it, and that shows through.
He lives his mission. He really is deeply committed to people having their dreams come true.
Raymond Aaron is well known and respected by celebrity mentors and entrepreneurs throughout the country.
My life completely changed when I met Raymond Aaron.
because Raymond could take the best of what I had to offer the world and give me a model by which to touch the world to a greater degree and live more abundantly. The one thing about Raymond's program is that Raymond underpromises and over-delivers. And I say that about almost no one. He has a great program, and I highly recommend it to you. He is just a sweet, sweet human being. Whenever I say that, sweet human being, I want you to get it. He's sweet and powerful. He's fun and serious. He's playful and profound. It's the full package.
What I love most about Raymond is that he is absolutely dedicated to making his life the best life it can be and making your life the best life it can be and creating as much fulfillment on this planet as there can be. He is absolutely caring. He's got a brilliant mind. He is wonderful at structuring great programs, but it's really his heart that's leading the way.
Raymond wants to help you achieve the same level of success as these people, as he has for thousands of others. These others started out just like everyone here, and through Raymond's methods, you'll learn not only to become successful, but to do it efficiently and quickly.
Well, hello. I hope the audio was good for you, but in any case, my voice will come through totally clearly. I've got a fabulous message, and it starts right here. When I talk to my typical friends, I ask them how they're doing financially, and they always
Raymond, please. I'm sorry, I have to stop you. You have the audio playing back from the live stream somewhere in your room, and no one will be able to understand you. You've got to stop the live stream.
Tell me exactly what you want me to do.
Are you watching it on YouTube or somewhere? We're getting I need to see what computer has audio playing in the room.
There's nothing playing in the room. I'm on. Now I can reboot my computer and we can start again if you wish.
Okay. I don't understand. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, folks, why don't you reboot and come back into the session, Raymond? That's the only thing I can recommend, because I can't see what's going on your computer. And obviously, we won't be able to get your presentation unless we fix this. My apologies.
Okay. I am rebooting.
Okay.
If you're watching this now, just enjoy a technological glitch, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
My apologies, folks. Please stand by. If you would go into the chat box, were you hearing this horrible echo that I was hearing? Okay. So this must be a glitch that I was not aware of. We will start over here just a moment. Please stand by. And as long as I see... Okay. Okay. So, we apologize for the glitch. When you're doing these things live, you just never know what can happen. Are you hearing my voice? I'm Mike Stewart. Are you hearing me clearly without an echo? Well, I have pulled my volume back. All right. All right, Tom, we do have folks here. Once again, we will start again here in a second. We're waiting on Raymond to come back. Once again, our apologies for the technical issues. We like to start on time, but every once in a while with the internet, things can go wrong. All right, we've got Raymond coming back now.
Mike?
Yes, sir.
Mike, did
All
you
right,
did you hear my intro video clearly? Or should I get
you can. My recommendation is just completely start over.
I know, but did you hear it clearly?
I didn't, but it must be something to do with my connection. So I'm going to reboot my computer after you get started.
All right.
Okay. So bring your screen. Folks, we're going to start over. People are saying the sound is good now, Raymond. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
All right. I am going to. The floor is yours now, Raymond. Go for it.
Okay. Hello, my name is Raymond Aaron. I am a New York Times top 10 bestselling author, and I'm here to deliver a message to you of why your income is not as high as you want. When I speak to my close friends, they always say, I don't know why they pay me so much. I can't figure it out. But when I speak to typical audiences, they always unfortunately say that they earn less than they deserve, less than they want. And I know the one thing that's different, the one thing I'm going to teach it to you in my presentation. But listen to this first. You'll love it. It's only a minute or so about myself, and all the rest of the time is about you.
Thousands of people from all over the world have come to know success and personal fulfillment on a grand scale, thanks to the teachings and dedication of this man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Raymond Aaron!
Exciting and motivating audiences everywhere into action with his unique insight and life-changing strategies. He has helped many people from many different walks of life take conscious control of their lives, enabling them to double or even quadruple their income doing what they love.
When you're doing what you love, your light shines so brightly that other people are attracted to you.
He's Raymond Aaron, a New York Times best-selling author. He has been listed in the who's who for nearly 2 decades and has appeared on numerous radio and television programs during that time, sharing his vision and his wisdom. Raymond's success can be attributed to the many years of collected wisdom from various mentors and associates, as well as his own life-tested techniques. Techniques that have helped hundreds of thousands achieve their dreams. Techniques he himself uses in his daily life.
He models what he teaches. He's done it, he models it, and that shows through.
He lives his mission. He really is deeply committed to people having their dreams come true.
Raymond Aaron is well known and respected by celebrity mentors and entrepreneurs throughout the country.
My life completely changed when I met Raymond Aaron, because Raymond could take the best of what I had to offer the world and give me a model by which to touch the world to a greater degree and live more abundantly. The one thing about Raymond's program is that Raymond underpromises and over-delivers. And I say that about almost no one. He has a great program, and I highly recommend it to you.
He is just a sweet, sweet human being. And whenever I say that, sweet human being, I want you to get, he's sweet and powerful. He's fun and serious. He's playful and profound. It's the full package.
What I love most about Raymond is that he is absolutely dedicated to making his life the best life it can be and making your life the best life it can be and creating as much fulfillment on this planet as there can be. He is absolutely caring. He's got a brilliant mind. He is wonderful at structuring great programs, but it's really his heart that's leading the way.
Raymond wants to help you achieve the same level of success as these people, as he has for thousands of others. These others started out just like everyone here, and through Raymond's methods, you'll learn not only to become successful, but to do it efficiently and quickly. Please welcome Raymond Aaron.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that introduction about me, but the rest of my time is all about you. For example, how much do you earn? Now, my best friends earn way more than they deserve, and you probably are saying, heck, why? I earn way less than I deserve, way less than I want, way less than I need. What is the difference? Well, there's one thing different, one thing, and the reason that I am on this Click Seminar is to show you exactly what that is. And in the United States, it's $40,000 a year. In Canada, it's $49,000 a year, but because of the exchange rate, that's roughly exactly the same thing. But the worst country with respect to it's in the developed world, it's one of the foremost countries of the developed world, and yet its annual income is the lowest, and that's England. 26,000 pounds sterling is way too low. All of those are way too low. What's the difference? What's the difference? Why are so many people struggling, working so hard all year and not earning what they want? Well, I will tell you what that is right in this presentation. Are you ready for a change? Do you want to be in the top 1%? The top 1% is $300,000 or euros or pound sterling. It's roughly the same. To be in the top 1%, you might look up and say, oh my God, I'll never get there. It's so high. I look down at it and say, how can they go to work every single day for a whole year and keep their income under $300,000, 300,000 euro, 300,000 pounds sterling? How do they do it? Well, I know because for the first 39 years of my life, I was in terrible shape. And so I've been asked by Click Seminars to do a very, very special thing that I rarely ever do. I'm going to take the first part of this presentation and tell you how terrible my life was. I hope yours is not as bad as mine was back then. And then I'm going to tell you the one thing I did, at age 39 that changed everything to my shock, and then how wonderful my life is now. How terrible it was, the one thing I changed, and how wonderful it is now. Let's get started. And first you might say, okay, Big Shot, how much is your income? And I won't tell you what my annual income is, but I will tell you that the best I've ever done is $1 million in one speech. $1 million in one speech. There's only 9 people on this planet who've ever done that. Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, half a dozen other people and me. That's it. And not because I'm a great speaker. Heck, there's lots of people who are great speakers, but they don't have the one thing that I have, the one thing. And it's not that hard to get. It's just that people don't know that they need it. And I promise I will tell you in this presentation. And if you don't have it, life will seem unfair to you. Life will seem unfair to you. Now, the problem in doing webinars is that I can't hear you laugh. And if you're sitting in your living room with no one else in your living room, maybe you can't hear anybody laugh either. And so we better fix that. If you think this is funny and you want more funny slides, you need to type in ha-ha. H-A-H-A right now. Otherwise, I don't know whether I should show any funny slides any longer. So, oh my gosh, look at them. Oh my gosh. Ha ha ha. H-A-H-A. Just ha ha. Oh my gosh, you are laughing. I will leave my funny slide. Oh, they're still coming in. Ha ha. That's all. Well done. Oh, someone wrote in ha times 2. That's cute. Okay, here we go. I'll leave the funny slides in for you. You must climb the 4-rung ladder of wealth. How many? 4. The first rung is visibility. Every single person who earns more than you is more visible than you. By the way, you better take good notes. You better take good notes because I don't want you to wake up tomorrow morning and say, how do you get rich again? This is your opportunity. Take great notes or memorize like crazy because I'm going to talk fast because I've got so much to deliver to you. But once I've delivered all of it, you'll remember the one thing. Once I've delivered all of it, It'll condense down so that you'll remember one thing. And that'll be the difference between income lower than you deserve and income way, way higher than you could ever imagine. The second rung of the ladder is credibility. Every single person who earns more than you is more credible than you. Visibility means that they know you. Credibility means they like you. Now, here's the really good news. Make sure you catch this. If you have visibility and credibility, you cannot stop the wealth from coming in. If you have visibility and credibility, you cannot stop the wealth from coming in. That's really good news. Now, I promised you 4 rungs, and I've only delivered 3. So if I don't come up with another rung really quick, my brand is in jeopardy, and there is another ring, but it's in the dark side. It's in the wrong direction. It's invisibility. Invisibility. Unfortunately, 97% of everybody in the Western world is completely invisible. They're known by a few family members, a few friends, and a few neighbors, and that's it. And that's what's holding your income down, and I'll talk about it more for the rest of my time. So where do you earn more money? At the bottom or the top? At the top, absolutely. But you typically have to take one step at a time. But luckily, I've discovered the only 2-step. This is my giant discovery this lifetime. And it starts from invisibility, which is fortunate because that's where 97% of you are. It starts from invisibility. And because it's the 2-step, it gobbles up visibility and credibility all at once. But I've already taught you that if you have visibility and credibility, you can't stop the wealth from coming in. That means it goes right from the bottom of invisibility right to the top of wealth. It's the cleverest idea I've ever come up with in my life. I'm about to reveal it to you. If you're gonna go for a ham sandwich or take a pee, don't do it right now. This is the climax of what I have to say. Here it comes. You must have your own book. Yes, you must have your own book. Now, if you have some thoughts, English isn't my first language, I don't know what to write about, I'm not good at spelling and grammar, please hold all those, because I've been doing this for 37 years for people just like you around the world. I'll answer every single one of your questions during this presentation. Just hang on, take great notes, enjoy yourself. My dear friend, Dr. John Gray, he wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, Kids Are From Hell. I asked him if there's one thing he could change in his amazing life, what would it be? He said, I'd rather have a book than a PhD. I'd rather have a book than a PhD. What? I said, explain that. And he said, well, call up a radio station and say, I have a PhD. Do you want to interview me? No. But call them up and say, I wrote the book on men, women, and relationships. Oh my gosh, come on my show. I wrote the book on sex. I wrote the book on Pilates. I wrote the book on history. I wrote the book on investing. I wrote the book on real estate. I wrote the book on Bitcoins. I wrote the book on starting a business. I wrote the book on growing a business. I wrote the book on taking your business online. I wrote the book on internet marketing, on network marketing. Whatever you write your book on, you will have stature. You will be seen as profound. You will be noticed by others. And that is the key. You will never again be drowning in the sea of sameness. You'll be seen as special and elegant and different. That's the key. That is the key. The book is the key. And no matter how difficult it may seem at the moment for you to write a book, for 37 years, I've known how to do it, and I teach it elegantly. I teach you every single phase of it, so it comes out effortlessly. Having a book means you can indeed aim higher. Well, I don't hear any laughter, but I hope you're laughing. This time I want you to type in ha 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 if you like this cartoon. Ha ha ha. H-A-H-A. Oh my gosh, there they are. Look at them pouring in. H-A-H-A-H-A. Somebody capitalized the 3 H's. That's cool. Oh, somebody took a shortcut and put ha times 3. That's cool. Somebody put in ha with 3 exclamation marks. That's cool. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Thank you. Thank you for being present. Thank you for cooperating with me. Thank you for showing me that you love me and you're with me and you enjoy my humor. Money will come to you. Opportunities will come to you. Income will come to you. Media appearances, patients, clients, money, joy, investors, joys of all kinds, money of all kinds will come to you when you write a book. And so I'm going to do what I promised. I'm going to tell you how horrible my life was before I got the idea to write a book. And believe me, I trust that you are not anywhere near as lousy as my life was way back then. And then I'm going to tell you the one thing that I changed, which changed everything. And then I'm going to tell you how wonderful my life is now so that you can have that wonderful life. When I was born, I was broke. Maybe some of you have had that same experience. And then I took a job I didn't particularly like, so I took it out on a substance. And my substance of abuse was food. I got very, very fat. And eventually my boss realized I wasn't doing a good job at my job, so he fired me. And then I went home and told my wife I got fired, and she did the only thing a reasonable woman could do. She dumped me out of our marriage. And I learned something. I learned that getting divorced and fired on exactly the same day are just extreme forms of market research. And what the marketplace was telling me was I was doing everything wrong. Nutritionally, I was fat. Vocationally, I was fired. Matrimonially, I was divorced. And I haven't even told you the bad news yet. The bad news is I was depressed. I was a 39-year-old life loser, $100,000 in debt. A 39-year-old life loser, $100,000 in debt. Wow, wow, wow. And then the turning point in my life, the turning point that changed 39 years of crap, 39 years of loser, 39 years of trying really hard. I mean, I'm a hardworking guy. I've got boundless energy. I can get up early in the morning. I can work till late at night, and everything failed. I tried so hard, and everything failed. I wonder if you're empathizing with me. I wonder if you're trying hard. I wonder if you're working hard. I wonder if you're seeing other people starting a business and being successful, but you're not exactly sure how to be that successful, or other people being promoted ahead of you in your salary job. What is it? What is it? And I didn't know. And then somebody said, why don't you write a book? I said, write a book? What the heck's that got to do with anything? And I decided I would try it. And even though I was broke, I did make a lot of money in real estate, which unfortunately I lost in the divorce. But I knew how to make a lot of money in real estate, even though I was terribly broke. I knew how to make money in real estate. But I didn't know what to write about. I figured maybe I'll write a book about being broke. So I thought maybe I should write this book, How to Become a 39-Year-Old Life Loser, 7 Proven Techniques. And I could have written a good book on that, but that's not the brand I was going for. So I decided to write the book on real estate, and here it is. You can make $1 million in Canadian real estate. Yes, I am a Canadian, but my ideas transcend borders and work anywhere. And I showed it to my mom. Mom, I wrote a book. And she said, why do you have a broken picket fence across the bottom? I said, Ma, those are houses. I drew them myself. And she said, son, you could have drawn better houses when you were 4. Anyways, do not move. Do not take notes. Do not take your eyeballs off the screen for the next 10 seconds. Because what I say in the next 10 seconds is the only thing you will remember if we bump into each other 20 years from now. Listen really, really carefully. From age 39 to age 40, in one solid year, I paid off $100,000, 100,000 euro, 100,000 pounds sterling. They're all worth roughly the same right now. I paid off $100,000 of debt in 1 year. It was the first time that I was out of debt in my entire adult life. And then in 1 more year, from age 40 to age 41, I became a millionaire, and I've never looked back. I became a millionaire and I never looked back. Wow. If you're impressed by that, and if you want that, type wow into the chat right now. Type wow into the chat. Oh my gosh, look at them. People are going nuts. They're putting wow with 50 exclamation marks. Oh, look at them. Wow. If you are impressed with what I did in 2 years, from age 39 to age 40, paying off my debt, and from age 40 to age 41, becoming a millionaire. And if you want a graph like that, or even better than that, type in wow. Oh my gosh, look at those wows. Oh my gosh, I can see you are with me, but you haven't even heard the best news. My clients are getting there faster than me. My clients are getting there faster than me. Why? Because I'm a way better teacher than that guy was all those years ago who helped me. I've told you how lousy my life was. I told you the one thing that I changed, write a book and come into my life now. Jack Canfield, the co-creator of Chicken Soup for the Parent Soul and one of the stars of the movie The Secret, is one of my best friends. We go on vacation twice a year. This isn't just a selfie. We go on vacation twice a year. There I am on a cruise ship with Jack Canfield. I'm not sure if you can see me in the bottom left corner of this picture. This picture is very embarrassing. Les Brown, one of the greatest speakers in the world, dear friend. Now, with this, Stedman Graham is Oprah's boyfriend, but this, he is so tall, or actually, I'm so short. I'm so embarrassed by this picture that I told Stedman, don't move. I'm going to race around the hotel and find a stool. And I came back and we took another picture, but it didn't work. Even standing on a stool, he's almost a head taller than me. Very, very embarrassing. Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani, the greatest mayor that ever lived. Bob Proctor, the grandfather of the entire personal growth industry. Sir Richard Branson. Brian Tracy. Have you noticed, by the way, that every time I introduce you to a world famous friend of mine, a book drops down? Every time I introduce you to a world famous friend of mine, a book drops down. Have you noticed that when you go visit a friend of yours, books don't drop down? Have you noticed that when you go visit a friend of yours, books do not drop down? And that's the difference. That's why you earn less than you're sure you deserve, and that my friends earn way more than they think they deserve because they've written a book. And there's more. Brian Mulroney, the Prime Minister of Canada. Steve Wozniak, the only living co-founder of Apple Computers. Dr. John Gray. Bill Clinton himself. Arnold Schwarzenegger. And the greatest wealth teacher of all time, Robert Kiyosaki. These are all dear friends of mine. All dear friends of mine. Were they friends of mine when I was 39? No. Did they want to know me at age 39? No. Did they know me now? Yes. Why? Because they've written a book and I've written a book. You see, none of your friends have written a book, and so you think it's okay to not write a book. But listen carefully. When you're talking to other people who don't earn much, it's okay that you haven't written a book. But when you talk to somebody wealthy, every one of them has written a book. And when they find out that you haven't written a book, the first thing they imagine is you've got nothing to say. And if they think you have nothing to say, why should they listen to you? And they don't. And so you have trouble selling to wealthy people, and your clients mostly can't afford your products. They default on their payment plan. They need an extension. That's the difference. But if I've shown you 50 of the most famous friends in the world, wait till you see the next one. He's the best of all. Get ready. Shrek. Listen carefully. Even Shrek has a book. Even Shrek has a book. It's not what you know, and heaven knows it's not who you know. That's old news. It's who knows you. It's who knows you. And the most famous people in the world know me. Wow. Wow. But there's two problems you need to solve if you're going to write a book, and I'll tell you them right now. The first problem is the forward scandal. Forward is not a direction, forward versus backward. Forward is a one-page letter written by a world-famous celebrity, must be a world-famous celebrity, at the beginning of your book. And the problem is, if I told you that I wrote, one of my books, let's say, Double Your Income Doing What You Love, you'd say, wow. And then if I said that Sir Richard Branson wrote the forward, you'd say, wow. But you see, celebrities charge a lot of money to write forwards. Celebrities charge a lot of money to write forwards, giving people the wrong impression that they're your friend, but really you've just paid for their service. Now, Sir Richard Branson doesn't keep that money. He puts it into his charity. Nevertheless, celebrities charge. So here's the rule. There's 3 rules, and you must get this right. You must have a forward. It must be written by a world-famous celebrity, and you must not pay for it. Now, it's not illegal to pay for it, but it's a bit scummy. So you must have a forward. It must be written by a world-famous celebrity, but you cannot pay for it. Okay, let's go on to the second problem that you need to solve. And here it is. Never join any program unless the guru himself is willing to personally teach you in a follow-up workshop. Never join any program unless the guru himself is willing to personally teach you in a follow-up workshop. I don't mean he sends one of his coaches. I mean he personally comes back. That's what you need to look for. Take great notes to make sure. So how do you know when you're branded? If being branded by writing a book is so important, how do you know when you've crossed the line into the branded world? And here's the answer. When someone says wow about you, you're branded. When someone says wow about you, you're branded. Every wealthy person and every successful company is branded. How many ways are there to get branded? There's actually 4. I'm going to teach you all 4, and then you choose one. I'm going to teach you 4, and then you choose one. So take good notes. When I teach you all 4, you may not know any of the 4, so I'm going to teach you all 4, and then you choose one. Why? Because you only need one. But you have to know what the 4 are so you can choose the correct one. So here it is. Branding technique number 4 is branding by association. Who do you hang with? Who do you know? Who are your friends? Who are your colleagues? Well, I've showed you pictures of me with about 50 of the most famous people in the whole world, and I actually know hundreds of them. But you may not know any world famous author friends. You may not know any world famous author friends. So this does not apply to you. So let's go to branding technique number 3, branding by testimonial. You say, oh yes, I can do that one. I have lots of testimonials. But listen carefully. This might disappoint you a bit. Let's say you showed me a testimonial that said, oh my gosh, you changed my life. I love you so much. I'll give you my firstborn. I'll bequeath all my money to you. Like no matter what they say, let's say it's signed by Mary McGregor, let's say. Well, if I don't know who Mary McGregor is, then I don't get that excited about your testimonial. I mean, I kind of believe you, but who's Mary McGregor? Is she some homeless lady? Is she your neighbor, your cat? Like, how do I know? So here's the rule. You may not like it, but here's the rule. The testimonial must be from a world famous celebrity. The testimonial must be from a world famous celebrity. You see, if a world famous celebrity says, oh my gosh, you changed my life, then it's a testimonial. And you might say, okay, Raymond, who you got? Well, have you ever heard of this guy? Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki, the greatest wealth teacher of all time. What was his most famous book? You're right, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But what I like is Cash Flow Quadrant. I like his second book, Cash Flow Quadrant. And here's what Robert Kiyosaki says about me. I thank Raymond Aaron and his tapes on goal setting for helping me achieve more with less stress. Oh my gosh, somebody as big as Robert Kiyosaki says something as big as that? When a big guy says a big thing, is that a big deal? Absolutely. Now, if you're skeptical, you'll probably say, how do I know he said that? And here's the shocking answer. He wrote it on page 187 of the very first edition of his second book. I have a copy of it here. I thank Raymond Aaron and his tape on goal setting for assisting me in achieving more with a lot less stress. Wow, wow. If you are stunned and amazed by that, type in wow, wow right now. If you think that's one of the most amazing testimonials you've ever heard, on page 187 of his second book, Cash Flow Quadrant, the world famous wealth teacher Robert Kiyosaki wrote, I thank Raymond Aaron and his tape on goal setting for assisting me in achieving more with a lot less stress. Type in wow, wow right now. And those double wows are flooding in like Niagara Falls. Oh my gosh. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you're with me. And I'm so glad you're impressed by that. Not that I'm trying to impress you, but I want to know that you're impressed, because I don't want to impress you. I want to impress upon you that this is the way to create wealth. You see, because of that one sentence, listen carefully. Because of that, if you're going away to get a ham sandwich or go to the washroom, stop and listen to this next sentence. Because of that one sentence in Robert Kiyosaki's book, I've made an extra $8 million over the last 7 years. An extra $8 million over the last 7 years. An extra $8 million over the last 7 years. It just floods in on its own. Wow. But you may not have great testimonials. Okay, you've blown 2. There's still 2 available to you. Branding technique number 2 is branding by achievement. Okay, so were you recently the mayor of your city? Were you recently the prime minister or president of your country? Did you recently win a Nobel Peace Prize, a gold medal in the Olympics, a world record? No? Well, let's see what I've done. I've been in the who's who every single year for 37 years in a row without fail. And even more shocking, in every single one of those 37 years, I've been on the very first page, although that's mostly for alphabetical reasons. And I'm internationally syndicated on radio talk shows all around the world. And you can be on radio and television too, but only if you've written a book. You can be on radio and television too. You can be on podcasts, you can be on stages, but only if you've written a book. Because if you haven't written a book, nobody wants you. You might say, oh no, Raymond, I was a guest on a podcast. Yeah, a podcast that's viewed by 9 people. You can get on tiny, tiny little internet radio stations or tiny podcasts for people just starting out, but you can't get on the big ones. You can't get on the real big ones unless you've written a book, because everyone who has a large radio show, a large TV talk show, a large podcast, they want to have people who are authorities, and you're not an authority unless you've written a book. And I'm sure you've heard of the amazing movie, The Secret. Well, there were 40 teachers filmed for that movie, only 40 teachers in the world, and I was one of them. Wow. I was one of the 40 teachers filmed for the movie, The Secret. And I bought and sold over 1,100 properties across the country. That's over $500 million of buying and selling in today's currency. Wow. Those are my achievements. But you may not have great achievements. Well, you've blown 3 ways and there's only 4. The last one better work for you, because that's all you got. Pay close attention. Right now, this is the only one you've got left. Branding technique number 1 is branding by wow. Every time someone says wow about you, you're branded. And what is the easiest way to have someone say wow about you? To tell them you wrote a book. To tell them you wrote a book. And let me just explain this a little more deeply. Let's say you walk up to somebody on the street and say, excuse me, sir, have you written a book? They'll say, no, my gosh, no, never even thought of it. And then say, well, can I just ask you one more question? Do you know anyone who's written a book? No, you got the wrong guy. You see, nobody's written a book and nobody knows anyone who's written a book. But then here's the catch. Listen really carefully to this. Here's the third and final question. Say to them, well, I know you don't know anyone who's written a book, but do you know the names of any authors? I mean, just do you know the names of any authors? And they'll say, Sir Richard Branson, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. They'll say the names of the biggest people in the entire world. And then when you say, well, I've also written a book, they can hardly even believe it. They can hardly even believe it, because the only authors they know are the biggest people in the world. And that's why their wow is so gigantic. It took me 4 years to write Chicken Soup for the Parent Soul, but it hit New York Times top 10. And I get a check, a royalty check, every single month. Every single quarter. A quarter is every 3 months. And how much was my very first quarterly check for Chicken Soup for the Parent Soul? $100,000. Now, I live in Canada, and so my royalty checks are in US dollars, but it's roughly the same 100,000 euro, roughly the same 100,000 pounds sterling. And if you're in another part of the world, you can figure out easily how much it is, but I'll give you a hint. It's a large number. Now, because Chicken Soup for the Parent Soul did so well, Jack Canfield invited me to write Chicken Soup for the Canadian Soul. And it quickly became the #1 best-selling nonfiction book in Canada every week for 6 months after its release. And I get a quarterly check, that means every 3 months, for this book as well. And my very first quarterly check was $100,000. Wow. Here's my question. And I want you to type in the answer. Can you make money writing a book? I want you to type in yes in all caps. Yes in all caps. Capital Y, capital E, capital L. Oh my gosh, here they come. Capital Y, capital E, capital S. Type in yes. Capital Y, capital E, capital S, all caps. Yes. Can you make money writing a book? Yes, sir, you can, and you get it. Wow. And my newest blockbuster, Branding Small Business for Dummies, well, I decided to do something. I decided to try an experiment. You see, I looked at all the activities I did in all the previous books that I've written. And by the way, the Master of Ceremonies got it right that I've written about 140 books and had them all published. Wow. But I decided to try an experiment with this. I in all my previous books, I do all kinds of activities, but most of them don't produce any pages of the book. So I decided I was going to do only the 2 activities that produced all the pages of the book. I decided to do only those 2 activities that produced all the pages of the book. And everyone who is an author or writing a book thinks they have to do dozens and dozens and dozens of things, and that's what takes them so long. So if you only do 2 things, the 2 things that produce all the pages, will it take you longer to write your book or shorter time to write your book? If you do only the 2 activities that produce all the pages, type your answer in. If you do only the 2 activities that produce all the pages of the book instead of dozens, will it take you longer? No. Will it take you shorter? Yes, so type in shorter. Shorter, here they come, the shorters come marching by. Wow, shorter, 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 very much shorter, way shorter, very, oh my God, they're still coming in. Wow, wow. How long? Prepare to scream wow when the fireworks die down. Prepare to scream wow when the fireworks die down. How long did it take me to write Branding Small Business for Dummies? Here's the fireworks. Here it comes. You're about to scream wow. 10 hours. 10 hours to write a famous book like that. Now, if you think you can't write a book in 10 hours, I have a special deal for you. You can take 20 hours. It's not a race. You can take 20 hours. It's not a race. But I teach you how to do it. I teach you how to not write a book. I teach you how to write a great book that will make you lots of money in only 10 hours. I wrote a book. I got rich. You want rich? Write a book, but not in 1 to 4 years. My giant breakthrough is you can write a book in 10 hours. If you want to take 20 hours, that's fine. But you can write a great book that will make you a lot of money in only 10 hours. Wow. As Lisa found out.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lisa Phillips, author of the book, The Artistic Edge, and I just wanted to share some amazing things that happened to me since my book was published. Within the first 3 months, I was published in the Washington Post 3 times, and I was able to get a keynote speaking gig in the U.S. at the Tennessee Arts Commission, where my speaking fee was $5,000. I've had so many more incredible things happen, from blog posts, conferences, articles, and also having my book being used as a teaching tool for school boards all across the U.S. So thank you so much, Raymond, for encouraging me to write my book.
Wow. Her book is used as a teaching tool right across the United States. That's a wow. You have a book inside of you. It's way past time to get it out. It's time to make lots of money with a book. Even if you think you can't do it, I know how to get you the words. I know how to do everything for you. Just sit back and enjoy it. As Jim found out.
Hi, my name is Jim Hetherington, and I wrote this book, Your Relationship Rescue Handbook, in the 10-10-10 program. And Raymond said that it was going to change my life, and it really has. Ever since I've written this book, I've been invited to co-author in other books. One is actually published already. I have my second book coming out in the spring. I've been invited to speak on stages. I've been invited to do radio shows and TV shows. I've been invited to go to training events where I teach, and I'm on main stage and training and encouraging other people. It just really has changed my life. I highly encourage you to get involved in the 10-10-10 program. Write a book. Raymond's team is just amazing. Raymond himself is a great mentor, great teacher, has amazing systems that will really help you get this thing through, get it done, get it published, and get out of the sea of sameness.
Wow, thank you, Jim. Great story. But I don't have the time. That's what people say. I don't have the time. Well, according to Wikipedia, the average person in the developed world watches 11 hours of television a week, and it only takes 10 hours to write a book. So you can write 52 books this year and still watch your favorite TV show. But I'm bad at English. It doesn't matter if English is your second language. It doesn't matter if you're bad at spelling, grammar, punctuation. It doesn't matter, because the only person who sees what you write is your editor. The only person who sees what you write is your editor, and your editor makes it look like an angel wrote your book. You see, you need editing and formatting, even though it's not included in my program, because the cost is small the way I teach you how to do it, And I even teach you how you might be able to get editing and formatting for free. So don't worry about it. I've never written anything before. Listen carefully. Many, many thousands of people have registered for my book writing program, and their books have come out, and 95% have never written a book before. 95% have never written a book before, and now they have a book. I know how to get you across the finish line. But I don't know what to write about. Now, this is really serious. You may not know what to write about, but that's why your book's going to be so good. You see, if you're a mortgage broker, you'll write about mortgages. If you're a dentist, you'll write about dental health. If you're an airline pilot, you'll write about how to fly. So you write about what you know about. And for most people, it's pretty easy. But if you don't know what to write about, then nobody in your industry will know what to write about either. And you'll have the only book, a unique book in your industry. Furthermore, I personally work with you. I personally, not somebody else helping me. I personally work with you to make sure that you don't just have a topic to write about, but that you have the correct topic, the correct target audience, the correct title, and the correct subtitle so that you make a lot of money with your great book. I personally work with you to do that. But I'm just an employee. I'm not in a business. Then get ready for raises, promotions, and job offers. Get ready for raises, promotions, and job offers, because when you've written a book, nobody in your company has written a book. Nobody, your boss hasn't written a book. The owner of the company hasn't written a book. They can't promote anyone but you. And many times I hear this from my authors who are employees, that they get job offers constantly from other companies saying, come work with me. I'll give you a $10,000 signing on bonus. I'll give you a raise of $20,000 a year. Like huge, huge, huge. But I'm a professional and we're not allowed to advertise. Well, guess what? If you're a professional and you have a self-governing body, you are very restricted in how you advertise. But wonderfully, a book is not considered an advertisement, even though it's the best advertisement you could have, and you'll get clients really fast. But I don't know much. You know much more than your readers. You know much more than your readers. You know what? I'm going to go back and animate one more slide, because I've got this wonderful slide. Yeah, let's go back and do that. Wait till you see this.
Hey, this is Ursula. Almost immediately after I announced that I was the author of an upcoming book, I started to get invitations to do podcasts and speaking engagements. And of course, I got new clients walking through my door. I love Raymond's 10-10-10 program. Raymond is amazing.
Wow. Thank you, Ursula. What kind of book should I write? Well, if you write a nonfiction book about what you want to make money at, that will make you a lot of money in book sales, but it would also help your business. But I've also helped people write fiction books, autobiography, poetry, a children's book, a calendar, whatever book you want to write, I can help you write it, and you'll finally be an author. You'll finally be an author. How much does it cost? Well, it costs as much as a small car. But if you can't afford it, you'd better join. If you've been working for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and you don't have a few $1,000s, a few £1,000 sterling, a few €1,000, if you don't have a few thousand to rub together, you better do something different. And this is the most powerful something different you will ever, ever, ever get offered. And here's my legacy, and I don't have permission to offer this. It's a $3,000 audio program, 6 audios actually, called the Ultimate Author's Marketing Guide. And it does 2 things. It teaches you how to sell way more copies of your book to make money. But more important, it teaches you how the book can sell you, so that if you're employed, you'll get raises and promotions and job offers. And if you're in business, your business will skyrocket. It does 2 things. It sells more books, and then the books sell you. People who are fortunate enough to get into my program typically upgrade a month or so into their program for $3,000 US and purchase this item. But I don't have permission to sell it now. I'm just proud of it, and I just want to tell you about it. So how will a book help you? I told you about a book. Now let's get down to the bottom line. How will a book help you? And here's the answer. You'll have lots of residual income and you'll have lots of free time. How do I know that? Because I got it, and thousands of my clients who are authors now have it. Because of my books, I take a 1-week vacation every month. You might say, "Oh, come on, that you can't." That's if I did that, my spouse would love it, but my boss wouldn't let me, and my clients would leave, and my staff would be upset. You don't even think it's possible. Well, trust me, I know how you feel because I felt exactly that same way. But because of my book, listen to this, because of my book, I actually now take a 1-week vacation every single month. I've been to all those places. In fact, I have 10 slides like this. If I show them all, people actually start drooling. So I won't show them all. But there's something even more shocking. Even more shocking. I also take a 1-month vacation every year. A 1-month vacation, as hard as it is to believe. This is what changes when you write a book. I slept on that beach in Fiji for 1 month because of my book. I went whitewater canoeing in the high Arctic of Canada for 1 month because of my book. I visited the rainforest in Ecuador for a month because of my book. I had a 1-month honeymoon in the North and South Islands of New Zealand for a month because of my book. I trekked around the Annapurna Mountains in Nepal for a month because I wrote a book. I went on safari in South Africa for a month because I wrote a book. I did a double crossing of the Sahara Desert by jeep and camel for a month because I wrote a book. I spent actually 4 months on my European vacation, all the way from Israel, which actually was never in Europe, all the way to England, which is now no longer in Europe, but I, for some reason, still call it my European vacation because I'd written a book. I went to Australia for a month. I went to Bali for a month. I went to Croatia for a month. But my all-time best 1-month vacation was Antarctica. Antarctica, what a blessed continent that is. And there I took the greatest picture I've ever taken in my life. Do you want to see it? Good, because I brought it. Yes, I actually brought my tuxedo to Antarctica. And there I am with a king penguin. Behind my head is not gravel. Behind my head is 150,000 king penguins. Wow, I'm the one on the left. So, do you want a life like I have? I have no debt. I have high income. I have very high wealth. And I have the sweetest marriage any man could ever hope for. My wife has the power of an extremely high income and profound CEO. She's a competitive dancer. She's a model. And she's an actress. And I'm honored beyond belief to be married to her and to be in love with her. What a blessing in my life. But I don't just have the sexiest wife in the world. I also drive the sexiest car in the world, a bright red Tesla S. It drives itself. It's a dream car. And when I slam my foot down on the accelerator, I have to have my hand behind my head because the power of the acceleration is so gigantic. My car is like an amusement park ride. Wow, wow, wow. And I have a gorgeous new home, high residual income, and lots of time off to do what I want. Did I have this life before age 39? No. Did I have this life at age 39? No. Do I have this life now? Yes. Do you want this life? Yes. What is the one thing I changed at age 39? Book, book, book. Type that in now. Book, 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 book. Nothing else. I graduated from university as a physicist. I'm rated as a genius in mathematics. My IQ is so high that I have been admitted to Mensa, the top 2% of IQ in the entire world's population. And with all that brain power, I produced a life of crap for the first 39 years. So it's not how tall you are. It's not how bright you are. It's not your skin color, your marital status. It's nothing except, have you written a book to brand yourself? Have you written a book to brand yourself? If you haven't written a book, you are struggling. You are earning less than you deserve. If you've written a book, you're out of the sea of sameness, earning more than you think you should even deserve. That's the difference. And at the end of my presentation, you're going to have an opportunity to change your life. And here's what's shocking. 80% of you will say, no, thanks. I don't want to change my life. I'll stay where I am. And 20% will take the leap and they'll change their life. I've been doing this for 37 years, and 80% always do nothing. And 20% get out of the sea of sameness, get branded, and dramatically increase their income. If you're in the 80% and you already know that you're in the 80% and you already know you're not going to do anything, why? You've got a few more minutes to change your life. You got a few more minutes to stop doing what you always do and just sit there not making the change. And if you're in the 20% that can't wait, just wait a little longer. I've got a few more fun slides for you, and then you'll be able to register. And you've got a few more minutes if you're in the 80% to change your life and stop doing what you always do. If you want what you've never got, you've got to start doing what you've never done. If you want what you've never had, you've got to do what you've never done. You know that my program is called 10-10-10. You've heard some of the video testimonials say it. The first 10 stands for you write a book of 10 chapters, and I help you. I help you get all the words for it. It's actually easy with my help. In 10 hours of your own time, take 20 if you wish, and you'll have finished your complete book in 10 weeks. You'll have finished your complete book. You'll have the idea for the book, the title, the subtitle, all the chapter headings, the ideas within each chapter. You'll have written it, the foreword, the acknowledgments. You'll have the cover and all the parts of the cover, everything. You'll have the ISBN number, which is the funny code at the bottom of the back. You'll have every single thing. But on top of that, you'll have the credibility, the stature, and the wow from other people. This is a gigantic change. Take the change. Don't just watch this show as an interesting Netflix show. Don't just watch this as a Seinfeld rerun. Make this a difference in your life. Make this a difference in your life. And because I know it's so powerful, I'm prepared to give you a guarantee. Not just that, I'm prepared to give you 8 guarantees. Why? Because I know it works. I might as well give you a guarantee that it works. I know that it works. I've had 37 years experience knowing that it works. I have thousands of authors who are overjoyed at how it works. And so I'm not just going to offer you my program. I'm going to guarantee it. No, not just guarantee it, not just double guarantee it, not just quintuple guarantee it. I'm going to 8 times guarantee it. Nobody does that. Nobody gives you an 8 times guarantee that the program is going to work for you. So here we go. Guarantee number 1 is about, I don't know what to write about. And so here it is. Guarantee number 1, I personally work with you to make sure that you have the perfect target audience, the perfect topic, the perfect title, and the perfect subtitle. I personally. Guarantee number 2 has to do with the book length. You see, there's 31 secret marketing messages that must be in your book. 31 secret marketing messages that must be in your book, and the book length is one of them. You might say, how is a book length a secret marketing message? Well, think about it. If your book is too thick, people say, oh, no thanks, no thanks, because who wants to read a thick book these days? And if your book is too thin, then people will say, it's just a marketing brochure. So if it's too thick, it doesn't work. And if it's too thin, it doesn't work. It has to be the exact right width, or another way of saying it, it has to be the exact correct number of pages. And if you don't know the number of pages you're aiming at, don't even bother starting to write it, because it won't be the right book length, and you won't get the credibility, and you won't get the increase in your wealth. It's not even worth it. I guarantee you that I know the correct book length, and that I will teach you the correct book length in my program. The next guarantee is about when do I start making money? And I'm sure you know the answer, sometime after your book is published. But no, that's not it. Wait till you see this. This is maybe the best guarantee of all. It's going to shock you. Guarantee number 3 states that you will make money before you finish your book. You will make money before you finish your book. And most people make money before they even start writing their book. Now that's a wow. You simply say to a friend, I am the author of the upcoming book on, and then whatever you're writing on Bitcoins, on real estate, on investing in the stock market, on whatever. And whatever you're writing a book on, they will say, wow. They may just say, oh, how can I get a copy? And well, you've just made 20 euro, 20 pounds sterling, $20. Or they might say, gee, can you be on my radio show? Can you be on my stage? And they pay you for it, and you make money before you even start writing your book sometimes. Wow. But guaranteed you'll make money before you finish your book. And guarantee number 4 has to do with, how will I learn all your wisdom, Raymond? And this is the easiest part. You will love this. Guarantee number 4 is I've created 19 professional, high-quality, brief videos. They're only about 15 minutes long. And what you do is you watch a video, and then I have some suggestion of what you do after it. After the first video, there's nothing at all to do. After the second video, it's actually only 1 minute, so it's not that hard. And here's the shocker. Once you've played your 19th video, your book is finished. Once you've played your 19th video, your book is finished. That's a guarantee. Wow. And you might say, oh, Raymond, you're so positive. You're so positive. But my problems are so heavy. You don't understand me. Well, the reason your problems are so heavy is because you're not branded. You don't stand out. You're not special. Now, you are a special person, but you don't stand out in other people's eyes because you're not branded. You don't have a book. When you have a book, you can go places you never could go before. Follow me. I can take you to places you've never, ever been before. A book will do it for you. And guarantee number 5 is, how can I get a famous celebrity from my forward? Now, when I started this program many years ago, I just told people, go get a celebrity. And they spent a frustrating year or two and they couldn't get one. And they said, Raymond, you got to fix this for us because we can't get a famous celebrity. What can we do? You will love this. If you are hankering for a ham sandwich or going to the toilet, don't do it now. Give me another several seconds because this is going to shock you. Guarantee number 5, I do the forward for you. I do the forward for you. And here's what it looks like. Here's one of the books, The Unique You, that I helped Regina Neal write. And at the bottom, it says under her name, forward by Raymond Aaron, New York Times bestselling author. Forward by Raymond Aaron, New York Times bestselling author. If they know me, they'll say, wow. If they don't know me, they'll still say, wow, that you got a New York Times bestselling author. I want you, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I want you to type in wow, wow, wow. Type in wow, wow, wow if you are super happy that you can get a world famous celebrity, a New York Times bestselling author, a guy that has bought and sold 1,100 pieces of real estate, a guy who knows hundreds of the most famous people in the entire world, a guy who was filmed for the movie The Secret, a guy who has written about 140 books, including a New York Times bestseller. If you are impressed that you can have at no extra charge a world famous celebrity, type in wow, wow, wow right now. Oh my gosh, there is a torrent of wow, wow, wows. Wow, wow, wow. Look at them. Wow, wow, wow. Somebody put in wow with 3 exclamation marks. Okay. Somebody else put in 3 times wow. Somebody else put in wow times 3. Well, you are you're so engaged. You're having so much fun. And so am I. You really turn me on. And in reciprocation, I will turn you on. And remember, you can get there faster than me. You can get there faster than me because I'm a way better teacher than that guy was so many years ago. And technology has improved. And so it's way easier for you to write a book. 1 year to get out of debt. 1 year to get out of debt. Do you like that? 1 year to get out of debt. And then 1 more year to become a millionaire. That's my story. And you can get there faster than me. You can get there faster than me. Wow. And you can earn your annual income in one speech. You can earn your annual income in one speech, but only if you've written a book. Nobody wants you unless you've written a book, as Raisa found out. She's from Guyana.
Hi, my name is Raisa, and I'm the award-winning author of the book, Make My World a Better Place, How to Live in Peace and Harmony with Others. Do you have any goals, dreams, ideas, opinions that you want to share with the world? Then you need to write a book. For me, this wasn't possible without the 10-10-10 program hosted by Raymond Aaron. It's fast, easy, simple to use, and you actually get things done. With this book, I was able to gain my first speaking opportunity with the world famous Bob Proctor, and then I'm going to have the same opportunity to speak with the world famous Jack Canfield, all because I wrote a book. Raymond, he is amazing, and without his program, I wouldn't be able to do so many things. The age of 16, that's right, I'm 16. Thank you.
Wow. Don't you dare tell me that you don't have enough knowledge to fill a book. How much life experience can a little teenage girl have at age 16? Yet she wrote a book with my help, and she got on stage with Jack Canfield and Bob Proctor and now others. Wow, wow, wow. But if all those are huge, wait till you hear the hugest. This is the hugest. How can I get Raymond's personal help? How can I get Raymond's personal help? Not just the videos, Raymond's personal help. My mouth to your ears and your mouth to my ears. Personal help. Wait till you see this. Guarantee number 6, I host a 3-day workshop, and you can attend it as often as you wish. It's called Get Your Book Done. That's a pretty clear title. Get Your Book Done. The Get Your Book Done workshop, I personally teach it for 3 days. And in those 3 days, the promise is you can get your book done. I don't care if you don't have a good education. I don't care if spelling and grammar and punctuation are not your best. I don't care if English is your second language. I don't care if you're not sure what to write about. I don't care if you think you don't have credibility. I don't care if you don't think you have creativity. I know how to get your book done, and I will host a 3-day workshop that you may attend to get your book done. That's a gigantic wow, a huge, huge wow. I want you to type in workshop. Type in workshop right now if you are impressed that I personally will work with you in a small group setting to get your, oh, here come the workshops. Workshop. Wow, wow, wow. Workshop. Wow, you are so engaged, you are happy, and I'm happy to work with you. Next, I want to talk about how long do you have? Like, how long does my program last? Well, I've already told you that it takes 10 weeks to write a book, so that's probably the answer. But no, guarantee number 7 is you have 1 full year, 5 times longer than you need. Today, you're going to have an opportunity to register, but you might have something going on. You might have your daughter's wedding or some birthday coming up or something like that. And so it doesn't start till you start. When you play the first video, it's 1 year from then. So you have as long as you wish. And I say it takes 10 weeks, but one gentleman, Chinmay Swami, wrote his book, Run Before You Walk, in only 6 weeks. And so I told everyone that Chinmay wrote his book in 6 weeks, and then the race was on. Somebody did their book in 5 weeks, and somebody else did their book in 3 weeks. And one young lady from England wrote her book in 1 week, and we figured, oh my gosh, we better close the record book, because you can't write a book in less than a week, certainly not a good book, until this little teenage girl, age 15, Emma, wrote #success in 4 days. In 4 days. Wow. 4 days. Wow. The entire thing done. And if you go to Amazon and type in #success Emma, you'll see her book. Yes, she wrote it in 4 days. And there she is on the 4th day holding a picture of her published book in her hand and texted it to me. 4 days. Wow. Next, what will Raymond do if I write other books? Now, this is funny. You might say other books. I don't even know if I could write one book. So here's the deal. 1/3 of all my published authors have already published their second book. Why? Because they made so much money. They made so much money with their first book that they decided, might as well write another book. Guarantee number 8 is you can use my patented book writing technology to write as many more books as you wish. You can use my patented book writing technology to write as many more books as you wish. Those are my startling 8 guarantees. And here is the very, very, very hugest. There's no risk to you whatsoever. I've taken all the risk. I've taken all the risk. I have all the risk because I'm giving you a 10-10-10 platinum guarantee that takes all the risk away. I'm giving you 8 guarantees of success. 8 guarantees of success. Nobody else gives you even 1 guarantee. I've given you 8 100% ironclad guarantees of success. You have no risk whatsoever. I have all the risk. People who want to get into this program, grab it. And they are so grateful because their book does come out. You do complete your book. Wow. Now I'm going to show you the link where you can grab an opportunity to get into my program, but listen carefully. I have to keep the number of people in my Get Your Book Done workshop small so I can have a one-on-one connection with each person. I can help you with your title. I can get to know you. And so I keep that number small. And so when I give you the link, you have to grab it immediately. If you grab it immediately, you'll be shown a page where you enter your name and address, you know, the normal stuff. But if you don't get there fast enough, all you'll see is a sign that says, I'm sorry, too late, because I have to keep the numbers small. Because when I guarantee that your book's going to come out, when I give you an 8-point guarantee, I have to deliver on that, and I can't allow too many people in because of that. So I told you that you get 19 videos that you can study at home as one way that you learn my wisdom. I've also told you about the incredible Get Your Book Done workshop in which I personally teach you. Those are the 2 ways. You can play the videos at home and enjoy it and write your book, or you can attend the Get Your Book Done bootcamp and I personally will help you, or you can do both. There's no extra charge. They're both included in the program. And the Get Your Book Done workshop, I usually hold only in Hawaii. Why? Because it's Hawaii. Who wouldn't want to attend a convention in Hawaii? And now I want to talk to you about the 31 marketing messages in your book. You see, McDonald's has a really mediocre burger. It has kind of a dead bun and a dry patty, and you don't even get your choice of whether you want relish or pickle or mustard. They put in what they want, and you just have to take it. And so if it's such a mediocre burger with no choices, why is it the best-selling burger in the world? And you're right. It's because of the marketing messages that are hidden inside the burger. There are marketing messages hidden inside the burger. For example, when you say to a group of young kids, where do you want to go for lunch? McDonald's, McDonald's. Why? Because they're not picturing the burger. They're picturing the golden arches. They're not picturing the burger. They're picturing the clown, Ronald McDonald. They're not picturing the burger. They're picturing the playground in most McDonald's restaurants. And so those are the secret marketing messages that are hidden inside the burger. And that's why people buy McDonald's, certainly not because the burger is so good. Similarly, and this is the gigantic insight, listen carefully, people aren't going to buy your book and read your book because it's a book. They will buy your book and read it if there are secret marketing messages in it. That's why McDonald's outsells all other burgers, because of the marketing, not because it's such a great burger. And whether you write a good book or a super great book doesn't matter as much as the 31 secret marketing messages matter. And I teach you in the videos and in the Get Your Book Done bootcamp how to have all 31 secret marketing messages in your book so that your book sells and makes you lots of money. And you might say, oh no, I'll just write a book anyways. Don't you dare. Don't you dare write a book on your own, because it won't come out the way that you want. So if you're still sitting there wondering, here is the best news of all. It is time for a change in your life. It is time for a change. It is time to make way more money with way less effort. It is time to take lots of vacations. It is time to be happier in your life. It is time to let the book do all the work for you. It is time for a giant discount. I've told you it's a small car, but let's be more specific. Specifically, it's $28,000 USD. $28,000 USD, and worth it because your income's going to go up by more than that per year. Wow. Escape the sea of sameness. Climb up onto the island of individuality so that you can float effortlessly for the rest of your life down the river of relevant differentiation. Wow. You are unique and special, pretending that you're ordinary. You are unique and special, earning as if you're ordinary, and that ends now. Your income is about to rise because you're about to get branded by writing a book and being special. As Emma found out, this is the little 15-year-old girl who wrote her book in only 4 days. This is the most startling testimonial. Listen carefully, turn up your volume, and pay attention to every word. This is going to startle you.
2 years ago, when I was 15, I published my first book, #Success, How Teens Can Create Their Own Brilliant Future. And immediately after my book was published, I started getting wild results. I went to a new school, and my book was already in the school library on display right when you walk in. People had ordered my book and were reading it and were coming up to me when I didn't even know them and saying like I had inspired them and they were so proud of me. And I was invited to all sorts of school activities right when I was a new student because my brand was so high already from the book that I had written. And the whole process was super easy and it was super quick. And the program really, really works and it gets amazing results.
Wow, 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 wow. That is an amazing testimonial. And here's my final discount. But why? Why am I giving you a discount? And the answer is, it's my birthday. I'm 75. Now, to tell you the truth, it's not exactly today. It's not today, but it's close to today. It's close enough to today that it's my birthday. I'm 75. And I've kind of noticed that you don't have a gift sitting there in your living room about to send to me. And so since there should be gift giving on a birthday, is it okay if I give a gift to you? Type in gift if you want me to give a giant gift to you. Type in gift, just G-I-F-T, gift, if you want me to give you a gift. No, not a gift, a big gift. No, not a big gift, a big, big gift. Type in the word gift if you are sitting back ready right now for me to give you a giant, giant gift discount and other benefits. Oh, here are the gifts pouring in. Wow, gift, 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 gift. Gift with 6 exclamation marks. Wow. Big gift. That's nice. Okay, good. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to give you thousands and thousands and thousands of US dollars discount. Here it comes. Wow, wow, wow. But I've also told you that I'm going to give you extra benefits. So listen carefully. If you're on salary, you know darn well what you deserve as your salary because you know what the going rate is for your kind of service. And if you're in business, you know what the going rate is for your product or your service. And it's not true. Listen carefully. It's not true. When you're unbranded, when you're drowning in the sea of sameness, when people view you as ordinary, when they can't tell the difference between you and other people, you have to live with the average. You have to accept a salary that's the same as other people who are doing your work. You have to accept as the price of your product or service, if you're in business, the same as what everybody else in your city is offering, but not when you're branded, not when you've written a book. When you are branded, when you've written a book, you can charge more than the average. You can charge more. You can charge much more. As Nathan found out, Nathan has a snow removal service in the winter, and he charges an amount for the entire winter, no matter how much it snows or how little it snows. In his city, it's $850 for the entire winter. But he's charging $1,200. You might say, well, no one's going to pay that. If all you do is remove snow from the sidewalk and from the driveway, and everyone else in the city is doing it for $850, why should they pay Nathan $1,200? Yes, indeed. Why would anyone pay more than they need to? Why, if everyone in the city can get snow removal for the entire winter at $850, why would anyone pay Nathan $1,200? And the answer is because Nathan is branded, because Nathan wrote a book, because Nathan is special, because Nathan isn't drowning in the sea of sameness. People run to him to overpay him, to pay him $1,200 instead of $850, 50% more. Listen carefully to this. This is startling.
Hey Raymond, I got some exciting news for you. Right now, I'm enrolling clients at a price that's higher than my competition. You heard it, higher, and it's all because of your lessons on branding. I mean, just the other day, I enrolled one client at $1,100. My competition last year charged them $850, and this guy came running to me and enthusiastically signed up for $1,100. I mean, and just today, one guy, I just enrolled a new client for $1,200, and it's Raymond, you are amazing. That's all I can say, and just. What Raymond says really works. I can't believe it. It's unbelievable.
Wow. Now, how does this apply to you? Are you interested in a 50% increase in the price you can charge? Are you interested in a 50% increase in your salary? Don't tell me it can't be done. Don't tell me you don't understand my industry. Don't tell me, because everybody can get snow removal at $850 and everybody knows it. But they run to Nathan and pay $1,200. And I've heard that from every other professional and everyone in business and everyone in salary. Wow. Wow. And the Get Your Book Done workshop that I told you I love holding in Hawaii, well, I've got a special message for you. I'm holding it by Zoom, June 12, 13, 14. I'm holding it by Zoom, June 12, 13, 14. That's coming up real soon. So you can get your book out really, really fast. And by Zoom, I can look right into your eyes and you can look right into my eyes. I can see your name because it's in the bottom left corner of your little screen. Zoom is even more intimate than holding events live in a hotel. In a hotel, the problem I had is, let's say I was doing a workshop, Get Your Book Done in London, England. People in Chicago would say, when are you coming to Chicago? People in Paris would say, when are you coming to Paris? People in Slovenia would say, when are you coming to Slovenia? People in Singapore are saying, when are you coming to Singapore? I'm only one guy. I can't do it all. And so I hold them by Zoom now, and people all over the world can come to me sitting in their living room. It's the most amazing thing. The lockdown has helped me do a better job. Now, if you're listening to this after June 12, 13, 14, don't worry. I've got something even more shocking to tell you. I'm holding it in July. I'm holding it in August. I'm holding it in September. I'm holding it in October. I hold it every single month. So if you miss June, you go to July. If you miss July, you go to August. I'm holding it every month, and people from all over the world in different languages are writing their book. It's so, so exciting. It's automatically part of the program. You can automatically go. If you attend 1 month and you still want to have a refresher, you can attend another month. You can attend as often as you wish, anytime you wish, every single month. Wow, wow. Now, this is the absolute best testimonial of all time. Nick is British. He lives in England. And before his book was finished, he made £50,000 sterling. That's roughly speaking $50,000. It's roughly speaking 50,000 euro. 50,000 before his book was finished. Wow. Watch this and drool over how fast you can make money when you're branded. Drool over how fast you can make money when you're branded.
My name is Nick Bradley, and I am the award-winning author of Zero to Authentic Hero. Raymond Aaron showed me how to write a book and create a brand for myself, and I spent a few £1,000s doing that. But I wanted to get a good return on my investment, so I wanted to make tens of thousands of pounds back on that time. I went to a conference, and I didn't even have a book. I hadn't even finished writing my book. So I printed the cover, and I wrapped it around my notebook, and I held it up, and I had one client who's paid me £50,000. And that's even before I had a book. So thank you, Raymond Aaron.
Wow, 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 wow. Type in lots of money with a book. Type in lots of money with a book. Lots of money with a book. 6 words long. Lots of money with a book, because that's what's coming to you. Type in the words lots of money with a book. Not after your book is out, before your book is out. Lots of money with a book. Oh, here they come pouring in. Wow, lots of money with a book. Keep typing it in. Lots of money with a book. Wow, wow, super wow. Wow, wow, wow. Lots of money with a book. You got that right. Nick got it right. I've got many clients who get that right. It's amazing. But as I told you, there's a strictly limited admission because I can't have too many people in my Get Your Book Done workshop because I have to give personalized attention to you. I told you it's $28,000. However, you know me. I promised I was going to give you a discount, and I will. Are you ready? The next slide is going to give you the most shocking discount you have ever believed. You won't even believe it. It's not 28,000 USD. It's not 28,000. Get ready. Make sure you're sitting down. It's $997. $997. It's not a 90% discount. It's like a 95% discount. It's unbelievable. I never offered it this. I'm doing a special favor for Click Seminars. I'm doing a very special discount, special deal for Click Seminars because I know all the speakers and I know the promoter, Tom Waugh. He said, do something unbelievable for my people. Only $997. That is super well. I know you want the link. It's coming really soon. But first of all, I have to give you another bonus. My Ultimate Authors Marketing Guide, the 6 audio program that teaches you how to have way more sales of the book and have the book sell you. It's $3,000. I'm including it at no charge at $997. Heck, that's 3 times more than the program. It's like you're getting the entire program for free. Here is the link, ClickSeminars.live/Aaron. ClickSeminars.live/Aaron. A-A-R-O-N. Spell my name correctly. A-A-R-O-N. It's a double A. A-A-R-O-N. ClickSeminars.live/Aaron. A-A-R-O-N. Go there now. There's nothing as important as you're getting into this program, because typically what happens when I'm on a very large webinar like this one, very, very large webinar, roughly maybe even 2,000 people, because they're streaming it also on Facebook and on YouTube. So there could be thousands of people and they're all listening to this. Get in quickly. I'm going to go on. I've got some other things to tell you, but there's nothing as important. You have enough information to grab. ClickSeminars.live/Aaron. And when you do, when you get into the program, come back on and say, I'm in. I'm so happy. I'm in. I can't wait to start my book. I'm in. So go there right now and then come back and you can hear the rest. It is tax deductible against business income. It's income tax deductible against business income because every government in this planet allows you to deduct as an expense those expenses you incur that will help you earn money. And this certainly does. So you deduct your, if you're in business, you deduct your telephone and your travel and all that. This is deductible as training. So you get a tax deductible receipt against business income to lower the cost to you. And because it's done over the internet, there's no retail sales tax. It's simply $997. It's not $997 plus tax. No, it's just $997. ClickSeminars.live/Aaron. A-A-R-O-N. Go there right now. I've created the best solution to brand you. To have you stand out, to have people to salute you, to have people want to pay you more, The only thing missing in the solution is you. I have a wonderful client whose name is Duni Owa. She was speaking to a professor at the university she graduated from, and she mentioned that she wrote a book. The professor of the university was so startled because the professor hadn't written a book. She said, oh my gosh, Duni, I would like you to give the address, the speech to the graduating class. And Duni said, why? And the professor said, because you wrote a book. So the time came, she got up on stage, she gave her speech, and when the applause died down, listen to this, when the applause died down, The dean of the university came up on stage and gave her an honorary PhD because she wrote a book. Wow. Wow. It's only $9.97 USD, the lowest I've ever offered it. It's a short time because when it's sold out and you go to the link, either there'll be a form to fill out so that you can get into the program, or there'll be a sign that says, I'm sorry, it's too late. I am the only book writing teacher who makes sure you make money with your book. I don't just have you write a book. I'm the only book writing teacher who makes sure you make money with your book. I'm the only book writing teacher who is himself a New York Times bestselling author. I'm the only book writing teacher who has written a chicken soup book and a For Dummies book. I am the only book writing teacher who will do the forward for you because I am a world famous celebrity. And I can teach you how to get it for free, for gosh sakes, for free. Here's how you get it for free. You go to the link and you register for the program, and then you start telling people that you are writing a book. They'll be so amazed. They'll say, I want to write a book too. As soon as you recommend 2 friends to my book writing program, as soon as you recommend 2 friends to my book writing program, and I will extend them the crazy discount to only $9.97 also, but I cannot give them the Ultimate Authors Marketing Guide audio program. That's just for you. That's too sacred. I can't include that for them. It's just too much. But I can offer them the crazy low tuition of only $9.97 to have your income increase by maybe $28,000 a year for the rest of your life for only $9.97. Are you crazy? It's an unbelievable deal. I'm the only book writing teacher who will show you how to write a great book in only 10 hours. I'm the only book writing teacher who will show you how to hold your book in your hand. It's ClickSeminars.LIVE/Aaron. ClickSeminars.LIVE/Aaron. AARON. That's the link. It's only $9.97, for which you get a $3,000 Ultimate Authors Marketing Guide audio to dramatically increase sales and to help you increase your business. And there's also a payment plan of only 2 times $600 USD. Only 2 times $600. Only 2 times $600. $600 today and another $600 in a month. And once you register, I'll give you all your money back. Once you register, I will give you all of your money back just by referring it to 2 friends. And you get to go to my incredible Get Your Book Done workshop. And I give you an 8-point guarantee. I give you everything. This is the most amazing deal you can ever imagine. And I give you the Ultimate Authors Marketing Guide audio and the workshop. Everything is for you. The 19 videos are for you. The increase in branding is for you. The increase in stature is for you. The increase in your income is for you. The increase in your ability to charge more for your services and for your salary is for you. ClickSeminars.LIVE/Aaron. ClickSeminars.LIVE/AARON. That's the best deal I have ever offered. And if that's not good enough, just register for my program, tell 2 people, and we give you all your money back. You can have the whole darn thing for free. Mike, you can come back on. That's the best deal I've ever offered. I've ended exactly on time, exactly 90 minutes. I'm honored that I've lived up to my commitment to you and that I've given your viewers the best deal I've ever given.
Oh, Raymond, this was just amazing and just wow. You said it a few times and it's become addictive. So are you able to see the questions in the chats? Do you want to take some questions?
I can't. All I can see is my screen. But if you can pull off some of the best questions.
Okay. There's a little bit of delay for those questions, but if people, this is an opportunity. Raymond will stay here a few more minutes and answer your questions. I'm monitoring them, Raymond, and I will put them up on the screen. If you want to close your slides, you'll be able to see what I'm seeing. And, you can see here, Paul says, I am in.
Wow. Thank you, Paul.
And Doris just says, wow. Once again, if you want to answer Raymond questions, this is the time to do it. If not, you just remember to come back to this page, but you can see the opportunity to get into Raymond's program is right there, ClickSeminars.LIVE/Aaron, 2 A's, AARON. That's why I keep putting it there. We put it in the chat box. And of course, because of the way we do this, you can go back and review the video. I invite you to do that, because we're using the technology that allows you to, if you miss something, go back and watch this again. I think it's well worth hearing what Raymond has to say again. And so bottom line is ClickSeminars.LIVE/AARON. You put that in the address bar. I think people are so excited that are here live that they don't have questions. They're just rushing to the, as we used to say, rushing to the back of the room. Well, they're rushing to the web page where they can participate. Tom, if you raise your hand if you want to say anything. Otherwise, I think we're done for the day, and we got 3 more presenters today. But Raymond, I'll tell you what, you're one to top. That's what a professional you are. As a presenter, I'm not a lot younger than you, but I could learn a lot by watching. I'm going to review the video just to watch what a great presenter you are, and how you explain things and made something that seems intimidating and complex simple. I know that's what you do for your clients, and so you should do like Doris says. Wow, there's a book in everybody. And, I wrote a book one time, Raymond, called The Book on Internet Audio, because when people said, who wrote the book on Internet Audio? Well, I wrote the book on it. So there you go.
Wonderful.
There's your title. And, but gosh knows, there's so many things we could all do. So I don't see any questions, Raymond. If you want to wave goodbye, we will definitely just call it a day. And thank you so much for being here, Raymond, Aaron. God bless and have a great week. Folks, that is today's presentation this morning at 2 p.m. Central, which is noon West Coast time, which is 3 p.m. Central Eastern time. And you would have to look at the schedule because, this is a worldwide event. We will be having the next presenter, who is Darren Winter. And you don't want to miss Darren. He's going to be another. We are jam-packed with great presentations all week long, and we're just beginning. I mean, if everything is like the last 3 presentations, you don't want to miss a one of them. So I'm Mike Stewart, sign off right now, and we will see you in the next presentation here at ClickSeminars.LIVE.